Stop number 28 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 32 brings us to Charlotte Motor Speedway, the final nighttime race of the season, as we're here today for the running of the Mello Yello 500s. We're set for 40 laps of racing on this 1.5-mile racetrack for the Cup Series cars. We had a great race in the Mello Yello Racing Series, for the Xfinity Series, that is, too, in my series. But anyway, but we hope to see we expect to see the same thing here tonight. Here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole at 181 miles an hour, it is Phil Parker, car number 5, the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. Beside him is Alex Miller, number 44, the Hot Wheels Chevrolet. He won the season at Dover. Second row is Joshua Osborne, number 45, the Spree Prepaid Phone Card Chevrolet. And number 24, DuPont Chevrolet, two-time winner this season so far, Charles Sanford at the wheel of his car. Charles won the season in the Winston 500 at Talladega and the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Third row, Keith Batson, car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford, and number 12, Zach Winkle in the Alltel Ford. Fourth row has car number 99, Levi McIntyre, one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's race. He's alongside number 29, that's Zachary Fitzwater. Here 5 wins combining those two this season, 3 of them Levi's and 2 of them Zachary's. Fifth row has number 20, Rafael LeDuc in the Home Depot Chevrolet. He won the season he won the Daytona 500 this season. And beside him, number 70, Rumpel Furniture Chevrolet of Daniel Bouchard. Sixth row, our second in-car camera today, Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Mac Tonight Ford. She's won twice so far this season. She's flanked by Laura Chung, who won the season in the second race at Richmond in the U.S. Army Chevrolet car 01. Next row down has car number 17, Jesse Turner, who won the Southern 500 at Darlington. He's alongside number 88, Matt McIntyre, who won the first Richmond race this season. Next row down has number 10, Kat Batson, and number 33, Harrison Ponder. Next row down is number 42, Trent Dunham, the winner of the last race in the tour at North Wilkesboro, the Holly Farms 400. The Texaco Haviland Dodge. He's alongside number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And he won the other North Wilkesboro race this season in the First Union 400. Next row down, Dylan Poteet, 22, and number 11, Benjamin Miles. Next row down has number 18, Nathan Ormond, and 25, Kyle Matthews. Matthews has won twice so far this season. Next row down has number 15, that's Nathan Hudson, who nearly won at North Wilkesboro, only to get passed in the last second by Trent Dunham in the closing laps of that race. He's alongside, going for the Charlotte sweep, Quentin Moore. He won a 600 the last time he was here. He also won the night race at Bristol. Next row down has number 66, that's Eric Monaco, and number 1, Stephen Colon, who won the first race at Pocono. Next row down has number 43, Mike Becker, and number 4, William Brock. Next row down has number 7, JT Bryant, the first winner of the first race at Dover. And two-time winner season so far, car number 2, Dylan Young. He won Martinsville, the first race at Martinsville, and he also won at Watkins Glen. Next row down is car number 98, Seth Cullen. 26, that's Daniel Voiles. Next row down is number 68, that's Cody McGurk, and 48, Caleb Vogler. Next row down is number 16, that's Gabby Conklin, and number 30, Roberto Crown Jr. Next row down is number 34, James Sykes, and number 71, Brian Butcher. Then it's Austin Reed, car number 6, the Valvoline Ford, and number 14, Allison Rain, starting shotgun field. Car number 8, Amanda Evans in the Budweiser Chevrolet. She has the last starting position in today's race, or tonight's race, I should say, too. As the air is electric at Charlotte Motor Speedway here, as we're about to get set for 40 laps of racing. Speeds upwards of we saw the Mello Yello Racing Series cars about 165 miles an hour. Well, these cars will be about at least 20 miles an hour faster than that. More like about 185 miles an hour out of these cars here. We saw, as we mentioned, the full speed was 181 miles an hour. Well, in the draft in these cars, we saw speed was upwards of 187 miles an hour in the draft in practice, with Kyle Matthews being the fastest in happy hour. But race like this at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where you got a lot of lead changes here, you about to take those lead change, you about to take those practice speeds and throw them right out the window, pretty much. So so here comes the command to fire the engines for the Mello Yello 500 at Charlotte. Command has been given the party engine, so for step racing here today, car number 5, Phil Parker, is the pole server for this race here. As the pace car leads the field off a pit road for the pace up, and we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car leading the field through turns number 3 and 4 here. On the pace lap area, we mentioned 2 of our in-car cameras for Jessica Shelton and Levi McIntyre. Our third camera will ride in the car of Joshua Osborne, the third place starter here today. Pace car comes off corner number 4, and here they come to the start-finish line as we're about to get the green flag here. And boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls! Phil Parker on the brake leads him off turn number 2 here. Joshua Osborne in second position. Battle for third between Keith Batson and the 44 car of Alex Miller. Miller, who got his very first win right here at Charlotte in the Mello Yello 500 back in season 25, is now caught up on the outside of the racetrack here. And here comes the start-finish line. Osborne looks inside, but it's Phil Parker leading lap number 1. Osborne goes inside for second position, or for the lead, I should say, in the Adam Petty cars, and he's got it. Levi McIntyre, with the help of his buddy Raphael LeDuc, on the inside lane here. McIntyre's won 3 times this season. LeDuc's won twice. His other win came at the first race at Rockingham, where we'll be heading to next on the tour for the AC Delco 400. McIntyre trying to get himself into the top 10 in the points chase coming at season's end for the points race. It's more than just a battle for the championship happening in this series here. There's battles everywhere for position as far as points are concerned. And speaking of trying to get into the top 10, that's what Jessica Shelton's trying to do, believe it or not. The driver we're used to seeing battling for championships, well, she's been kind of off and on this season, though. And Jess will get her 5 bonus points for leading a lap. So that's 3 laps in the books there. Remember, as we mentioned, we have to mention in the Mello Yello Racing Series event, the 300 last night, 36 lead changes among 36 lead changes among 28 drivers in the Mello Yello Racing Series event on this racing track, and that's for the same distance, 40 laps. Can we see something better than that or equal to that today? Let's find out. We'll find out here. If this keeps up there, we may get all 40 laps with a lead change, and this keeps up here. We're at 4 laps in the books and 4 different lead changes just here today. As Cat Batson led the last time by, now Trent Dunham, looking for 2 in a row after winning at North Wilkesboro, is now the leader right now. Here comes his buddy Dylan Poteet, 2 of the Tweenix teammates. If you remember the old Snickers Cup series here, they were Tweenix teammates along with Sean Hanley, James McLeod, Seth Cole, and several others. And I think Seth will probably correct me if I'm wrong on that. But anyway, Nathan Orman's now behind him in second position now. Nathan Hudson in third position, the number 15 Quality Care Ford. There's a look at Hudson. The battle of the Nathans happening for second position. Hudson in 15 and Ormond in the 18. Ormond, in fact, is up in the top 10 of the points at this point of the season. Despite the fact he's yet to win a race. And Ormond had a disastrous outing at North Wilkesboro, and that's a race he says he wants to forget at here and just move on and just soldier on through the season here, which we have about three races remaining after this here. We mentioned Rockingham is next on the tour, then Phoenix, and then Atlanta, and that's it. Low side comes off turn number 4. That's Eric Monaco, the Trop Bardic Field 66 Toyota. Jumping out in front right now. He'll lead that lap here with Mike Becker on the low side, car 43. Becker, another driver who wants to get a win here this season before the season's out. And he will. And the next time we have a Cup Series next season, though, he will keep the number 43 car. The mod, of course, will be running next season. That's kind of unmentionable. That's kind of unmentioned right now at this point. JT Bryant, low side of the racetrack here, and he'll go for the lead. He's got it. Seth Cole to the low side of Bryant. Speed shot. And that's what 185 miles an hour looks like passing you by. And fast lap race so far. We'll have it pop up here. Fast lap race so far is set by Dylan Young at 187.227 miles an hour. So, in fact, the top 3 fast laps all over 187 miles an hour. Let's see what it is this time by. As Cody McGurk, I think, led that last time by. Yes, he did. So yeah, top 3 laps at over 187 miles an hour. Dylan Young, Roberto Crown Jr., and Caleb Fogler are the 3 laps over 187. They're 4th on down at 186 or slower. Or actually, just saying the 186 range. As you watch from the copper cam, Gabby Conklin and James Sykes goes to the top 2 spots. That's 2 of Quentin Moore's drivers in the field. Conklin leads her first lap of the race here, and now here comes James Sykes, car number 34, to the low side. William Brock in the inside lane, same with Kyle Matthews, number 25. There he is, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Matthews winner this season at Sonoma and at the first race at Michigan this season. And Kyle loved that win at Michigan because of the state where he's from. Of course, he's from Michigan's rival state of Ohio. Not going to give you the town he lives in, by the way. But Matthews, as I'm talking about him, goes to the lead right now. Laura Chung, 2nd position. And Austin Reed, car number 6, is up to 3rd position right now, or tries for 3rd. His best start, in fact, 3rd was his best finishing position this season. He finished that in this couple races back at Martinsville. And Austin was very happy with that performance there. He hopes to close out the season with a little bit of a momentum build for next season. Driving the number 6 Martin colors here, the Valvoline Ford from 1994. As he comes on to number 2, and Austin Reed will go to the top spot here. Ryan Busher, 2nd position here. Caleb Fogler in 3rd position. And this track usually sees some surprise winners. Usually, we mentioned Alex Miller. He's one of those surprise winners. We mentioned pulling off that win in this race in season 25. Matt McIntyre got one of his first wins in this race here as well too. And a couple others to mention as well too. But this track is about like Daytona and Talladega in the manner that you have a lot of surprise winners in this track. Whether it's a first-time winner or a driver who has not won in a long time or a driver who needs a win to get him or herself back in contention. And Caleb Fogler leads his first lap of the race here. And I tell you what, we're going to have a record number of lead changes for this event as we keep this up. As we mentioned in the Mello Yello Racing Series event, we had 36 lead changes out of the 40 laps. We may have all 40 laps being lead changes here if this keeps up. And Stephen Colon's going to continue that chain now as he goes to the lead. Trent Dunham, if he or Dunham or even the 30 car leads that lap. And Cologne will do so. Car number 1, in fact, the top 2 cars right now are both Dodges. The only 2 Dodges in the field here, the 42 and the 1. And TD, Trent Dunham goes to the lead now. Car number 42. Here comes Daniel Voiles, the 26 Quaker State Ford. And he'll go to the left side, and now it's going to be Voiles to the lead now. He's got Benjamin Miles behind him, along with Cole Deaver, the 3 machine. Man, oh man, what racing we're having here today. And we're just on the 6th, and we just completed 16 laps of this event there. So we're going to have, we have about 24 laps remaining in this race here. And 3 wide back there, Allison Rain, JT Bryant in the 7 car, and 43 of Mike Becker. And Becker is in a very vulnerable spot. And there's the points leader right there on the inside. That's Quentin Moore, and he just shot Becker in the wall. He put Becker and Bryant in the wall, and the 20 car gets jacked up. That's Rafael LeDuc. Oh my gosh, a horrible damage to the Rafael LeDuc machine, and so much for the 40 lead changes and 40 laps deal. There's so much for that because we're going to have a caution flag, obviously, in this race. Oh, Daniel Bouchard, look at that 70 car all crumpled up. Oh, and Mike Becker was hoping for a real good day here today. Cole Deaver led the last time by. He'll be leading under caution here. And Quentin Moore, the points leader, was right in this mix as well, too. I'm not sure if Jessica Shelton got any damage to the 94 car. We'll see if she does or not. Nope, Jess is clean on that one, so she's good. But, boy, what a ride Rafael LeDuc got in the number 20 machine. And it all started off turn number 4 here. That was between Quentin Moore, Mike Becker, and JT Bryant. We're gonna look at this pack of cars right here. And Quentin's going to drive Becker right into the 7 car of Bryant. And I'm sure Becker's going to be cussing Quentin more out on that one, too. And look at Nathan Ormond. He just barely missed. Hudson's going to miss. Dylan Young's going to miss, but not Rafael LeDuc. And then there's where he got the jack up right there from the 70 car of Bouchard. So now you see, look at Becker. He's got all 4 wheels locked up on that car brakes wise here. And Cole Devers mentioned let him start finish line there, but boy, that was a bad crash here in turns number 1 and 2, and obviously LeDuc's out of the race here. Along also, I'm sure probably 2. Becker's still in it though, the number 43 car, so he's a lap down here. But LeDuc and Bouchard are both out of the race here. The 20 to 70 cars here, and Bouchard, you remember last season won this race, so he will not, unfortunately, not be able to do so here today. But Cole Devers, your leader, as we'll be halfway home, 20 down, 20 to go, when we come back for the restart right after this. Just as you rejoin us, green flag back out once again, and Mike Becker's now added to the attrition list here at Charlotte. So 38 cars are left in the race, and all of them on the lead lap. Cole Devers, your leader. Then it's Matt McIntyre, Benjamin Miles, Alex Miller, Daniel Boyles in 5th. Then it's Fitzwater, Dunham, Cat Badson, Seth Cole, and Stephen Colon, the top 10. And Matt McIntyre bring the Nationwide Auto Parts or Nationwide Insurance Chevy to the top spot. Here comes the 11 car. That's Benjamin Miles, who's won twice this season so far. He won the 2nd Michigan race. He also won the 1st race at Atlanta. Alex Miller's in this mix here, as well as Boyles. Fitzwater. Fitzwater's been solid so far this season too. He won the 2nd Puck in a race along with the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. Down the start finish line they come here, and whoa, Boyles just threw a mean block on Fitzwater. So Daniel Boyles takes car number 26 to the top spot for the time being, but now Fitzwater inside, he's got the push from Trent Dunham in car number 42 to the low side. Looks to take the lead back here through turns number 3 and 4, and Fitzwater will take the Hardee's Chevrolet to the top spot. And now Dunham looks inside, takes the lead now away from as he is the push from his buddy Seth Cole in car number 98. Off turn number 4 they come here at Charlotte here. You're riding inside with Levi McIntyre, car number 99. Trying to get a draft off Dylan Young, trying to draft their way up into this pack of cars. And there's the best lap of the race so far set right now by Eric Monaco at 188.495. McIntyre's actually got the 6th fastest lap of the race so far at 188.173. And in-car camera inside Jessica Sheldon's car as we take a ride with Jess. She's right now 31st in the field right now at this point here. Been trying to close up. And in fact, I think they have close up in the front on this pack of cars now. So Shelton now looks inside lane here. She tries to follow Dylan Young in car number 2. Moving inside of Quentin Moore in car number 21 there, as you see the field all slow right now here, as Dylan Poteet, car number 22 is going to take the lead here, and there's what slowed everybody up there. 68 car of Cody McGurk. Well, no, Cody McGurk's actually on the lead. Is actually in this lead pack, actually. My mistake on that one. So McGurk actually was up in the top 5 for a while. 68 cars now move his way through the field here as you see 2 of the Hendrick cars. Charles Sanford in 24 and 25, Kyle Matthews. Be coming down now for 11 laps remaining in the Mello Yello 500. Laura Chung out in front, but here comes Matthews. Looks to take the lead back here. Charles Sanford has not yet led here today. He peeks inside of Matthews, his teammate. Matt McIntyre, another Hendrick car, an 88 car. Now Matt looks inside. Amanda Evans is up there in the 8 machine. Jesse Turner in 17. Turner's up there as well in the points, looking to get himself back in the championship championship contention. 10 laps to go in this race. 9.5 now here at Charlotte. And Matt McIntyre looks inside here. Let's see who leads this lap between those 2 cars here. And it's 88 car of Matt McIntyre leading that lap here. Amanda Evans to the inside. 2 of the Dale Jr. cars. On the inside lane here, actually you might argue that 88 car may be an Alex Bowman scheme. Who knows, but Eric Monaco's up there. Harrison Ponder. Those 2, neither one of those drivers have ever won in the series. Nathan Hudson has won in the series before, but it's been a long, long time since he last won. He hopes to get revenge back from getting screwed over at North Wilkesboro. But anything can happen in those 7 laps we have left, or 7.5 laps I should say we have left in this race. And Jesse Turner is going to take the lead here, car 17, and lap car ahead. It's 34 car, James Sykes, in the Michael McDowell colors. And Jesse Turner is going to take the lead here. Amanda Evans busts out from that pack right there. Jessica Shelton does. So is Joshua Osborne. Have all busted out of this pack of cars. Now those 3 got to stay hooked up though to try to catch up to this pack of cars. But yeah, the 4 car of William Brock may hold him up enough for the pack to catch up. And whoa, Hudson back at the back end of the 4 car. Now to the low side, here comes the pack of cars. Here comes the pack back together here. Shelton pulls up behind Dylan Young now. Harrison Ponder looks inside of Jesse Turner, tries to get past him. He's caught on the outside lane here as they come to the inside here. Ryan Butcher goes by, Daniel Boyle, so does Levi McIntyre, so does Quentin Moore in 21, Alex Miller in 44. And now Shelton and Dylan Young hooked up now. Here comes... And they're going to bring Osborne and Deaver with him. Cole Deaver, who won the Winston on this very same track, the All-Star race. Dylan Young just squeezed himself right in front of Shelton. Hudson led the last time by here, but now Dylan Young's going to take the lead. Here comes Shelton to the low side. She comes to the inside of Dylan Young. On board with Jessica Shelton. Trying to look for her 3rd victory of the season here as they come to turn number 3 and 4, and you just row with Jess as she takes the lead. But Joshua Osborne peeks low side of Shelton's car. Shelton led the last time by. But it's going to be Joshua Osborne going to the lead now in the Adam Petty cars here. Cole Deaver behind him. And how about Ryan Butcher? He's up in the he's trying for 3rd position now. Can Ryan Butcher upset the field? Can Daniel Boyles upset the field here? Neither driver has ever won a race in this series before. 2 laps to go. Through turns number 1 and 2 they come here. Boyles comes to the inside in car 26. And Levi McIntyre trying to push him. Which one of these drivers is going to be right at the right spot at the right time? Phil Parker's up, is getting into it. Alex Miller's getting into it. So does Fitzwater. Off turn number 4 they come. It'll be car 26 out in front. Here comes McIntyre. He comes to the inside of Boyles for the lead. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the Mello 500. Phil Parker, he looks low side now of McIntyre. Off the second turn they come here. Is he going to hold them all off here? He's got Alex Miller behind him in the 44 car. They go through turns number 3 and 4 now. Parker pulls ahead. Here they come up the 4th corner. It's going to be, and Miller comes to the low side. He's not going to win it, and Phil Parker does. Phil Parker wins the Mello 500 at Charlotte. The man they call the Ragin' Cajun from the state of Louisiana pulls it off here today. His second Charlotte victory in 3 seasons in this very event, as a matter of fact, as he'll bring the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet to victory lane. The Kyle Larson colors here. Alex Miller comes home second. Levi McIntyre, much needed points day. He'll finish 3rd. Zachary Fitzwater 4th. Daniel Voiles in the 26 car, he'll end up finishing 5th. Charles Sanford, great there for the Jeff Gordon colors, he ends up finishing 6th. How about Ryan Butcher in the 71 team? He ends up finishing 7th in today's race. Quentin Moore, he escapes the Charlotte Chaos. He ends up finishing 8th. And 9th will go to Cole Deaver. And Austin Reed, another top 10 for him. He'll end up finishing in 10th position in the Mark Martin colors. Average speed 159.645. The average speed in this race here, 7/100ths of a second, the margin of victory. 28 races in the books and 3 races to go on the season. Boy, what a race it was here today. And I tell you what, may not have gotten 40 legions in 40 laps here, but still a very awesome race nonetheless here today. Here at Charlotte. The rest of the finishing order here for you. Joshua Osborne, a solid day for him. He ends up finishing 11th. Caleb Bogler, 12th. Cody McGirt, 13th. Jessica Shelton with a solid 14th in today's race. 15th, Dylan Poteet. Dylan Young, 16th. The Dylans finishing right there together. Benjamin Miles, 17th. Nathan Hudson, 18th. Matt McIntyre and Kat Batson, the 20th, the top 20. Kyle Matthews, 21st. Then Roberto Crown Jr., Gabby Conklin, Stephen Colon, Trent Dunham, the top 25. That's not what Trent needed points-wise, because he was up in points. He was up in points contention as well too for the championship, and this will hurt him a little bit there with Quentin Moore and Dylan Young, among a few others finishing up there. Laura Chung, Eric Monaco, Harrison Ponder, Seth Cole, and Jesse Turner, the top 30, and that's not what Turner needed neither. Amanda Evans, Keith Batson, Nathan Ormond, Zach Winkle, JT Bryant, Allison Rain, the last of the lead lap finishers. They finished in the 30. There were the 36 cars to finish on the lead lap. William Brock and James Sykes both got lapped in this race here. They're the 37th and 38th cars that finished here today in today's race. There are cars out of the race: Rafael Duke, Daniel Bouchard, and Mike Becker. So but that will do it here today at Charlotte here. Congratulations once again to Phil Parker, the winner of the Mello 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got in our races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Story Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Also be sure to check out our other 2 channels of this NNSCRA Offline Series. Those 2 channels being X86753985AX, that's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and also the channel that does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, that's Thrash Maniac 99, Levi McIntyre's channel, that is. And also subscribe to those 2 channels for some cool stuff as well too. Again, that's Thrash Maniac 99 and X86753985AX. So, and also subscribe to this channel here you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Rockingham for the AC Delco 200 Mello Racing Series event and the AC Delco 400 Castrol GTX Cup Series race.